What's poppin', y'all? This is Deidre with One Shot Game, man. You already know how the motto go. You get one shot at life, but a lifetime to learn all the game you need to help improve your life. The choice is yours on which route you choose to take. Now, as I always say, you get two choices: the ability to settle in the life that has been set out for you, or to pave a path towards your destiny. That choice is also up to you. So before I get into the title of my video, I want to say a big shout out to all my supporters. You guys are great, and even the ones behind the scenes, I see y'all too. Hey, so look, if you're a person like myself who ain't for everybody, let me give you some advice. For one, if you've had the same phone number for X amount of years, if people that you know what I'm saying, have a good bond with, or that have your number don't call you, it's because either they're still growing, they know the attention you attract, and they looking for it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? They're afraid of what you might say because you've been silent and just going along with the picture. You know what I'm saying? There are certain things that people will abstain from even calling you on because they don't want to even be bothered with the type of level that you're on, because they're not on that level. You know what I'm saying? And it's no need to like talk about those people or throw them under the bus. It's just you got to know who you are. You got to know where you at in life, you know, because right now the life is on this it was at an extreme unbalance of energy, but now it's getting to a point where the energy is starting to align back. And once that happens, you know, I think it'll go back to normal. People probably might not see what I see, but I think the world has been out of alignment for like the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Now that it's slowly climbing back into alignment, I feel as if some of the connections will come back together. Some of the things will come back together. But with that being said, me knowing that, you know, I'm not the type that's for everybody, I'm not doing a lot of the things I used to do. If you know what I'm saying, want to have a connection with me, you better have, you feel me, something private at your house. You know what I'm saying? I'll slide. You know what I'm saying? But just to be around a bunch of people who are doing one thing and saying another, like, that's confusing to me. You know, it's a lot of environments where it's like that. Not only that, the world is not the same. The clubs is not the same. You know what I'm saying? Going out is not the same. But listen, what's crazy is a lot of my life growing up, a lot of the people that I had connections with, we may have went out and did things every now and then, but majority of the time, it was events at their house that they would throw. You know what I'm saying? Little private get-togethers with people that they knew. You know what I'm saying? And it would be a ball. Everybody would have fun. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just going to put anybody out the box because, again, like I said in my last video, my life is only once. You know what I'm saying? But again, if I feel uncomfortable, I better be able to go, you know what I'm saying, chill in your room, on your bed, if you out there drinking or whatever. And then I'm going to really have to think about if I want to come back over again because I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody on when I'm on. Everybody is doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Don't invite me to the functions when y'all doing that. Invite me when people want to sit down and have intelligent conversations and want to eat food and chill. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I'm not the one that's going to come to the event, because the type of lifestyle that some people are still comfortable with is not for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not comfortable with still living in that energy because I'm on something different. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's kind of like the moment I see it even surface or bubble up, I'ma just have to refrain. You know what I'm saying? I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? And then it's going to make the other person feel some type of way. But again, we in an era now where if you my age or older or a little bit younger, I think it's about time we get them feelings together. And you can't be mad at somebody because they want to make a choice for themselves. At that point, you know what I'm saying? You're not really for them. You're for the need of them. You get me? And listen, I guess oftentimes that's probably why you can't go backwards. You know, but again, I just feel like it's different for me. I don't know. They be saying, don't go back, don't do this, don't do that. You elevate and grow. Yeah, sometimes you do got to leave people behind, especially if they're not willing to grow. But what if they are willing to grow? You know? I think that connection can still be formed. It just takes time. Everybody's different. You feel me? Just don't use me. I'm not a doormat. I'm a person. You feel me? I want to talk sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? If you know me for real, I don't give a fuck, excuse my language, about the spotlight and the attention. I could care less about that. You know what I'm saying? If you really know me, you know that is one thing that's like really irritated to me. I would rather the person's event that I'm at have all the attention anyway. You know what I'm saying? Not me. You feel me? That's because it's annoying sometimes, because I'm just being myself. That's, you feel me? And it gets weird. So when you're around people that understand that about you, they can protect you. You know what I'm saying? Because they're protectors and they know you. You feel me? And listen, I feel as if it takes people time to grow. That's all. You feel me? And when they're ready, they will know how to deal with a person if they really care about that person. Or they will let other people control their mind and persuade them to do what they feel they want them to do without truly being themselves, you know? Like, it's a lot of people that's waking up to who they are that's not going to be for everybody. Once this world gets back in alignment, you just have to realize the fact that if you're ready to grow, they could come back in your life. God will make it happen, you know? Because the city I'm from is small. Only because I done been everywhere around here. And you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, should I say, don't really know me for real. So it's a chance you could come across somebody. You feel me, see somebody. I don't want to have them odd, awkward glances, them awkward stares. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm still the same person. I just grew. I just am not, you know what I'm saying, gonna die in silence. I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna say what I feel. If I care about you and I love you, I'm gonna tell you where you doing something wrong. And if you respect a person for their opinion, you ain't gonna get mad. You know what I'm saying? If you respect a person for who they are and not for who you want them to be, you're gonna respect everything about them. You're gonna know them for real. You gonna know that some of the things that they've experienced in their past life is a stronghold on who they are now. And part of that is still them. They've just developed some of the more better characteristics to be able to survive out here in this world. Otherwise, it's going to eat you up and swallow you whole. You know what I'm saying? So, listen. I could feel it in the air. I feel as if it's coming back together, where it's lining up, where things are going to start to come back to how they was like in 2020. Y'all, listen, when I first came home in 2020, it was cracking. And when I mean cracking, I mean pool parties, you know what I'm saying, events, functions, barbecues, all of it. Like, and it was fun. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoyed myself. But now it's not like that. I feel like it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, everybody's all distant, spread out and apart, getting to know themselves away from each other. You know what I'm saying? Some people are ghosting other people. I think that energy is going to line back up where it's going to feel like how it was maybe 2 to 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But again, we had to grow. Sometimes you can't grow around people who are toxic. You got to be able to step out on a limb and find yourself first. You know what I'm saying? And that can be difficult when you're around everybody that knows the same thing. Like, imagine mirroring yourself with toxic people, and then the universe is pushing y'all to grow, but y'all can't because y'all all still toxic together. You know what I'm saying? You got to separate and take the chance to grow on your own. You know what I'm saying? And then when it lines back up, if you really care about a person, you're going to be there. You know what I'm saying? If you really care about a person, listen, people got good memories. They don't forget. And I like when a person remembers certain characteristics about me. You know what I'm saying? That means you truly care, for real, whether you want to admit it or not. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever roller coaster ride you on right now, make sure you sit in the front and put your seatbelt on and put your hands up. And you have fun while you on that thing. You know what I'm saying? And then when it's time for everybody to get off, just, if you was scared, don't get back on. You feel me? But if you is ready for this thing we call life, get on everyone in the front. You know what I'm saying? Because life is short, baby. It's real short. But I think it's coming back to a point where it's finna be how it was 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Where people didn't have to worry because we were stuck in that alignment of living. Now it's in a new alignment of living where people ain't gonna be too stressed out, you feel me, angry, upset, and everybody could just be themselves. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like you, I'm gonna tell you, listen, I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to be rude, but there's certain things you do that I don't approve of, so I'm just not going to come around. If that's what you choose to do, that's fine. Find some people that's okay with you doing that. But if you cherish me and who I am, you would understand that I don't like that. Period. And you'll be okay with it. You won't be mad. You won't be upset. You'll understand that if I want to be able to chill with somebody, you feel me, I got to be able to listen to who they are. If not, I can't control them and make them be who I want them to be to fit my standard of living. I can't do that. The world is not going to be based off that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be people being able to truly be themselves. I put down the liquor bottles. I picked up books and coffee. So sometimes I like to go to Starbucks and hang out, drink coffee, and read a book. If you'd rather go on Friday nights and pick up the Douce, then at that time, we don't have nothing in common. You feel me? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not hating. It's just it's not me anymore. You know what I'm saying? But I'm only a once-in-a-lifetime person. So if we ever had a connection and you know that, you know, somewhere deep down inside our bond meant something, you would respect that. My number ain't changed. It's been the same. Niggas just don't call me no more because people just are comfortable living their old lives, and that's fine. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's time for me to meet new people that's on my own length, and that's okay too. But I'm also open to understanding, I don't know, I guess just when you have somebody who passes away early that's really connected to you, you know what I'm saying? It makes you cherish that person more. So it makes me cherish people in my life more, to think that it's a chance they could get their shit together and we could reconnect if the bond was just that strong. I believe that. I have faith in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not one who's going to hold a grudge for the rest of my life. I'm not. But again, I also have to understand I'm not naive at all. You know what I'm saying? And if you ain't growing and you okay with the life you live, then we'll never be able to kick it again. And I'm okay with that too. You know what I'm saying? Whatever makes you happy, I love you. Keep doing your thing. But the world, I can feel it in the energy, is about to shift back to how it was. It's just now people are going to be able to come at it with being themselves. They're not going to have to hide. They're not going to have to front. They're not going to have to manipulate. They're not going to have to be somebody that they not. They can truly come to the plate with being themselves. And anybody who don't like it, all right, cool. You feel me? I'm not looking for a paparazzi show. I'm not looking for people to like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to be able to live my life as who I am. And I think everybody should have the ability to do the same. You know what I'm saying? And if you are comfortable with being yourself, you won't look at someone who's okay with being themselves as a threat at all, period. If I even sense a little bit of that, I know you ain't for me. I probably won't ever kick it with you again. You know what I'm saying? Until you get it together. But sometimes people don't align. You know what I'm saying? They just are forever stuck in whatever period of life that they're in. And you just have to leave them there. You know? So again, if you don't know what it is, I just told you. Please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're one of those people that are not for everybody, that's okay. You don't have to be in the crowd, hanging around everybody all the time. Find the people that's for you and you for them. It'll make a lot more sense.